Hey guys, so I've been thinking a lot lately about what type of woman I want to be in the future, and one day I'd love to have a family while I'm still young, probably 25 or even under if that's possible. Of course, that would mean I would have to find the right person, but I've always felt called to build something real, a home filled with peace, faith, and love, something lasting. When I think about marriage, at least right now as a 17-year-old high school junior, I think of something Pastor Millicent Cedra from Echo Church in Australia actually once said. She said, "If your husband is submitted to God, there is no reason to not submit to your husband. There is a perfect order to everything," and that is actually a direct quote from her Facebook post, "Submission and male headship is a good thing, it's God's idea." When I actually heard her say this on a YouTube video, that line really hit me deeply. Because today, the world often tells us the exact opposite. Modern feminism has changed so much of what that used to mean. It makes words like helper or serving sound like weaknesses, like giving up your voice or identity. But that's not what the Bible ever meant. In Genesis 2:18, God says, "I will make a helper suitable for him." The Hebrew word used there, ezer, sorry for the mispronunciation, is the same word used to describe God himself when he helps his people. It's not a word of submission, it's a word of strength. It means to come alongside, to protect, to support, the same way God stands with us. And so when the Bible calls a woman a helper, it's actually calling her powerful, someone who carries grace, intuition, and strength, not someone who's beneath, but someone who stands beside, and in that case would be the husband and God. And I agree with what Millicent Cedra often preaches, that God designed men and women to complement each other, not to compete. She said, "Male headship is not control, it's accountability. And submission is not silence, it's trust." And that is a sermon in Echo Church, Sydney, 2022. That's the beauty of biblical partnership. It's not about who's above who. It's about walking in the order God created, where love flows both ways. My voice cracked. But somehow, along the way, modern feminism changed that story. It taught women that independence means isolation, that strength means never needing anyone, that love makes you weak. And I just don't believe that. I don't agree in that. I believe that real strength comes from balance, being able to love deeply while staying rooted in who you are. Actually, in Proverbs 31, it says, "She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. Her husband trusts her completely, and she brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life." And that is Proverbs 31:12-26. That's the woman I want to be. That's the woman